Hey folks, welcome to part 143 of my playthrough as Marmaros in Crusader Kings II. So we're still at peace, we still have 4 defensive pacts against us. Our threat level is about 22% just now, so we need to sit quietly for a bit. We do have a crusade that's due to launch in about a year for Sweden, I think. Yes, crusade for Sweden. So we're going to participate in that to give us something to do. Let's move on. Oh, interesting. I would like to clear up Poland and the Byzantine Empire and Bavaria, but maybe this is what I need to achieve that. Hang on. Well, I suppose Emperor Ioan would be a decent character to become immortal, although he needs to be called Vlad, doesn't he? In my ear. He's alright. Okay, anyway, matters of life and death. With age comes wisdom, they say, or at least it may change the questions we ask. Should I summon the count? I think I will summon the council and see if we can get going with the mystic trait. I don't. It's going to have to be martial, I suppose. I only have 18. It's kind of 22. Yeah, organise a search party. And he's going to die. That's what happened the last time. The council member assigned to try and find me a mystic went up and died on me. Let's invest in these craftsmen. Where is this? Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, fine. It's great stuff. I thought it was the proselytizing. Because I do have my bishop, my... what's he called? What do you call court chaplain? That's the one. Down here trying to convert that county. Okay. Paying your passage. I'm not going to say I believe the stories, but we have picked up some promising information, my Lord Hamlin says. However, we could do with some more supplies if we are to journey even further. In fact, I would like to send word to hire scouts in certain more distant regions, if we are to follow the leads or continue this mission. He pauses at the door, his posture strained. Of course, there are other ways to reach eternity, he sighs. When you open your mouth to respond indignantly, he interrupts you. I suppose the attitude comes with the job, master. My apologies. 1200 gold. Yeah, let's invest in our future. I was thinking about asking the church to pay a bit more cash. Spiz prospers. We could move them further to the left here and get a bit more money. It's not going to be a huge amount, but because they don't provide many troops, we may as well get some more money from them. How long do we have? Is it another 4 years, I think, until we can change a law? 17th March 1300. Yeah, just under 4 years. Okay. So we have the Crusade for Sweden called. Let's join in wholeheartedly. Keep moving up here. I found out in the last part that I've got loads of land up here. I don't know how I managed to acquire this, but I did. And actually, who does it belong to? Or to whom does it belong? Hang on. King Ioan. Jacob. An infinite court. Who is this? This guy. Well, he's not holding any sort of position. He's old. Oh, she. Sorry. I do apologise, madam. Yeah, burn her at the stake. We're all Crusader-ish and that sort of thing, so go ahead and do that. I was planning to make a huge contribution to this crusade, but I'm not going to get there in time. Head over anyway. Ah, Mystic appears. Your Marshal Hamlin looks lost for words. Master, I am not sure what to think. He shakes his head as he searches for the correct way to phrase himself. My Emperor, she is impressive. I can't quite put my finger on it, not to mention she has travelled far. His face conveys uncertainty and he shifts his weight. I see, you say, scratching your head. Hamlin breaks the silence. My lord, I can still send her away. What say you? Well, let's hear this woman out. What's this here? We're just raiders. What's going on here? It is expected that every so often attend these meetings and I spend a fair amount of time at these monasteries to get in touch with the monastic foundations and of the orders. Such a period is about to start. Okay, so that means a regency. Or some such. Make sure I'm not leading armies. I haven't marched very far. An intriguing encounter. The tall figure offers you a nod, but does not smile. She eyes you skeptically, measuring you up as much as you are her. Her clothing, possibly intended to be modest, is foreign to you and you have trouble concealing your confusion. In fact, the warrior woman before you is bound to stand out in your court in more ways than one. I am Kalia. You are Ioan, she says, as if somebody had forgotten to introduce you. Perhaps you should have spoken the first words to assert your position, but the muscular woman makes you more than a little nervous. I hear you are looking to live forever, she finally says. More a statement than a question. I can help. Yep, let's lose the piety and the Temple of Vassal Opinion and go for immortality. And let's play a game of military strategy so we can up our military score and martial score. Was that not 18? It was. What is going on? It was 14, 18 and 14, I'm pretty sure. Something of that nature, but Marshall was definitely the one to go for. Let's switch that then. And I had selected a beneficiary of the crusade, pretty sure. Can't remember now who it was, of course, but let's make it him. And the army is still nowhere near the fighting. Come up to there. We have become close friends. We regularly seek each other out during our free time. I don't like to gain gregarious. I think we'll go for learning. There's a new spy master. Then again, not the Empress, so we need to recruit somebody from out with our provinces. Search all. It can be any. Depot range. Adult. You're a bit younger, so we'll bring you in, I think. Invite you to court. Welcome. Well. Welcome. Appoint counsellor, spymaster, send. And... oh, okay. His traits prevent marriage. Monk. Oh well. Monk assassin sounds good to me. A serious concern. Viceroy Grigori, this is my son and heir, joins you after supper one evening. He initiates a conversation about the status of trade in the realm, but you notice that he seems distraught. You interrupt Grigori and demand to know why he has sought you out. My dearest father, I fear for your life, he says earnestly and seizes your hand. Who is this sacrilegious heathen you have invited to your court? Her promises are sweet, I am certain, but she cannot be trusted. Please, father, allow me to find out her true motive before it is too late. No, well, why would you? If she kills me, you become emperor. So, nonsense, I'm sure you're overreacting, you clown. Build cost modifier, local tax modifier for 429 gold. Yes, Marmaros prospers. More and more miners have started mining for ore and breaking stone in the mountains. Yes, let's do that. Crusaders still pour into Sweden, and I'm in amongst it finally. But I don't think there's anybody left to kill. We'll march right up there, see how it goes. In honour of the ancestors, Kalia sits on the floor when you enter the room, what looks like polished pieces of bone strewn out before her. She motions for you to join her. You have neglected your spirit, she says, eyes closed. You shift uncomfortably in your seat. I have not, you mumble. Her eyes open at this, and she stares at you, a steely cold look at you, and you retract your statement. You must sacrifice, she declares. Very well, you reply, thinking you'll have your learned bishop sass see to it. As if she could read your mind, Kalia shakes her head. You must do this on your own. Do you see what I see? You notice a pattern in the bones. It looks just like... an antelope ordered from far away. Yeah, let's go with that. And there's the crusade over. King Elif of Sweden. Right, march all the way back to here-ish, so we can disband you. The Lord of Nirik. The victories against infidels, no, Carpathia is my home. Okay, I couldn't see my army there, I was zoomed too far out. The grateful dead, Kalia hands you a beautiful dagger. The antelope held down on a stone slab is surprisingly calm. Thank you, you say quietly to the animal. You hesitate only a second before slicing its throat. The blood pours down the altar and Kalia nods solemnly. Your heart flutters at the notion of having pleased the statuesque character. Your grandfathers and mothers will be proud, Kalia announces. Gain +1 martial. Okay, so how do we look now? 22, that's much better. What happened to my army? I wonder. Didn't get involved in a battle I didn't even see. Craftsmen turn up, give me 100 gold. Proved to be a good investment. Oh my god. Natalia died, and she was the wife of the King of Sicily, and we never got... there's an idea. We never got the alliance with them. Yeah. Okay. Poland, how about you? No. Maybe try again when he's at peace. I don't think they're going to agree to it, but we'll see what we can do. Dear Father, Viceroy Grigori. Who is this person? 29-year-old. She's got liver's pox. Oh, your wife died. Okay. Of the cancer. Okay, go ahead. Do what you like. You're your own man. Since I am such a diligent person, I make sure that everything is as good as it can be. When it comes to my fighting men, I can focus on one of two things. Let's go with the increased levy size for the next 5 years. Through staged war games and large-scale exercises, I feel confident I can master one of the main military disciplines. Let's go with heavy foot. Okay. Chancellor. Doing a superb job. Let's go with feudal vassal opinion. Although I think feudals, that my vassals like me well enough. Let's bring you guys home. Duchess Alexandra of Turov has provided me with proof that Bishop Sass of Debrecen has been viciously slandering me. He's my court chaplain. It's not great. Let's denounce him. I'm not going to bother arresting him. What's the point? My brother is drowsing in his seat. Not my brother. My brother in the Benedictine order, yes. Think nothing of it. Okay. What's going on with my immortality? Mutual friend. Talked for a while. They've become close friends for whatever reason. Throughout the day, you've caught yourself grinding your teeth and being unable to focus on anything for long. Suddenly, you realise why you have been in a bad mood all day. You just can't seem to abide having lazy people in your presence. Account of somewhere or other. Yeah, let's be less slothful when I'm around. Do what you like when I'm not here. My son and heir keeps going to hiding for some reason. Kalia's sacred jar. Kalia knocks on the door one evening carrying a large ceramic jar, animal motifs and ornaments encircling it. Puzzled, you invite her in and pull out 2 chairs. Student Ioan, I am pleased with the sacrifice you performed, she says, sitting down on the floor. She places the jar in front of her. Your ancestors are surely appeased, but I thought it would be a good time to prove to them your strength further. As she removes the lid from the jar, you hear a hissing noise. A large snake spring launches at you, and you're left to your instincts. Spring launches. A large snake spring launches, I suppose. What's my personal combat skill? 37. Let's grab it by the neck. Emperor of Snakes. Kalea's eyes widen as you, with the speed of a heron, reach out and grab the snake by its neck. The creature writhes in your hand, and you proceed to slam it against a table hard. In a state of panic, you repeat the action several times before you hear Kalea's steady voice. The soul is gone, you can let it go, you did good. Another 2 martial. Okay, I might actually have to start leading armies with this martial score that we're developing. Oh, we've got experimentality though. Okay, don't know who Gunduz is, but we'll protect them anyway. Petty thief, don't know what's going on there, don't really care. You still at war? You are. Okay. So you. Who else? Bavaria, you at war? You are. As I woke up this morning, my hands and feet were bleeding, and there is a sharp pain in my side. What is happening to me? Yeah, let's become zealous. I thought it was zealous already, so I'm not. Yeah, I'm wondering if there are any countries around me who aren't at war. You are. Unfortunately, I can't make it this time. Thanks for the offer. The assassins resurface. They surely wouldn't dare strike at me. They lose proud. Could lose health. Yeah, I'm going to lose pride. I don't want to lose health. It's an important time in my life here. A year, we can change our law and get a bit more money out of the churches. Okay. Somebody's spreading heresy. When you guys stop fighting. I still can't offer vassalization to you because Basilius is a equal rank course, even though you hold a tiny insignificant piece of land. Hamelin has arrested an armed man with ragged armour and a spotty horse. He says that the man claims to be a hedge knight. Yes, just lose a 10 piety. Waiting eagerly for Kalea to come back. Recently I have noticed the pitiful state of my son, Prince Kubar. I have just been informed that the cause of his aches and fatigue is a case of the flu. Okay. Stop pestering me. How close are you to ending these wars? The trial of faith. Forget how close he is to ending those wars. When you after a long wait are summoned to Kalea's chambers again, you're excited. What mystical challenge lies ahead of you this time? There's a spring in your step as you enter to find her standing like a statue, head bowed, hands holding something to you. Sometimes you wonder what she does when you're not around. Does she even move? What's this, you ask? Magic, she says naturally. The time has come for your spirit to choose its next vessel. No, don't be afraid. The breath of life within you is powerful enough to be passed on. You should be proud. She hands you a water skin and motions to the floor, then she begins to hum. It is both melodic and eerie. Gulp down the liquid and lay on the floor, closing your eyes to the sound of Kalia's voice. This will potentially kill you, but there is also a chance of something incredible happening. This sounds potentially dangerous. You pretend to drink the liquid and lay down, anxiously closing your eyes. This will close your body to its most spiritual forces. We are come all this way, so we're going to gulp down the liquid. The spirit's gathering. You are floating in space. When you turn around, it feels as though you are moving underwater and you can't seem to make a sound. There is a melody in your head that you can't quite wrap your head around. It is both soothing and frustrating. It is pulling you at you, drawing you in. Suddenly, you are moving at an incredible speed. Just as you are trying to catch a glimpse of the little spot of light you are shooting towards, you realise it is you, yourself, lying on the floor. Kalia leans over you, trying to wake you. You crash into your own body, and the first breath you draw feels magnificent. The seed of life is in you still, and I don't think you're the only one in there anymore, Kalia says contentedly. My ancestors, I can feel them. I have become infused by the spirits of my most powerful ancestors. I am immortal. Founder of a bloodline, giving the following effects. 0.2 monthly prestige, +1 health, +5 Taoist opinion. Da, da, da. Emperor Ioan the Affable. Personal combat skills up at 62 now. And martial at 28. But still. Having become immortal, do I want to go and start leading armies? Probably not. Let's just carry on for now. Let's check, see though, 22,000 men we can raise now. Which isn't too bad. Polskis, you're still war. You're a king, who cares? So I'm going to have to work on vassalizing somebody. As she is growing older, I can see that Yildiz could use some guidance. She's just a courtier, so you must learn on your own. And are we at the point now where we can change this? We are. Move you towards tax. Actually, before I commit, church tax. So it's hardly going to make any difference at all. Actually, the best way to check that is here. So these guys don't provide me with a huge amount of troops. Mostly come from here. So let me go for the city tax instead. Yeah, let's move you. Give me another 5% tax. Yeah, go for that. Alright, and we'll find out the outcome of that vote in the next part, because I'm going to put in a break here. So, might be looking at some holy wars. Yeah, we'll think about that. But for now, thanks for watching. Please leave me a comment, rate the video, and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content, and I hope to see you again next time. Cheers.